Hello, everybody. Welcome to Refuse to Lose. My name is Joe Jordan. I am your host. And before we get into this awesome topic we're about to go over, please like this video and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And once you subscribe, just put it in the comment section that you have subscribed, and I will try my best to respond to the comment. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of the episode.
I refuse to lose. I'd rather get these weak dudes the blues and separate them from their Jews. Teach them don'ts and do's. I raise tools, make crews, make decisions confused.
All right, today's topic is going to be about the NBA. Basically, we're going to laser beam on the Philadelphia 76ers. I got my bro with me, James, a.k.a. Jamo. He's a huge Philadelphia 76ers fan, diehard, ever since the Iverson days. He's my blood brother. He's an uncle of my children, and just excited to have him on. So let's get this thing started. All right. So, Jamo, I'm gonna hit you with the first question. You ready?
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
All right, let's go. So the first question I have for you is, tell me what happened last year. I know you guys were the favorite going into that series. You know, you finished as a number one seed. MB had a lot of MVP. Aspirations, but, if he wasn't hurt, he would have won MVP. But you guys ended up getting upset by the Atlanta Hawks, who had no All-Stars, who had no all defensive players, no all NBA players. And you guys had two All-Stars and still lost. So just tell me what happened last year with that series.
Well, I mean, the obvious answer is Ben Simmons. You know what I mean? But, I mean, I honestly think we took him lightly. Like, I mean, they had a new coach, and they had like the second best record in the league after All-Star break. You know what I mean? So they had a new coach. They was feeling good, and they came in the series with nothing to lose. They the fifth seed. Mm-hmm. And I just think it boils down like this. It's obviously multiple reasons why you lose a game or lose a series, but Ben Simmons is the clear reason to me. Like, he's the number one reason to me. It's too many playoff games where he only shoots the ball 3 times, and he's he's pretty much the only ball handler we got on the team. You know what I mean? Unless they bring off the rookie, bring Maxey off the bench, or George Hill come in the game. But most of the game, he's the only ball handler we have. You know what I mean? And he don't shoot the ball. So I just think that was the glaring reason why. Like, I can get into other reasons, but I can't get past that, dude. Like, it's too many playoff games where he shoots under 5 shots.
Yes.
You know, he only shoots the ball 5 times. And he's what? First team all defense. He's a max contract player. Everybody anointing him as the next LeBron. He got all this praise. And it ain't like he got pressure on him, because everybody already expects him not to shoot. So it's not like he has any pressure on him. It's no pressure that, I don't want to hear that he can't live up to no pressure. He's not even being pressured. We just want him to shoot the ball. Even if we lose and he shoot the ball, we'll be happy. He just need to shoot the ball. He don't do it. So, to boil it down, I just think it's Ben Simmons. Yeah. I think it's another thing is that I think is like the matchup for us, I guess, because Atlanta doesn't have any perimeter defenders. Like, they got all these shooters, and like they got Cam Reddish, who didn't play. They most athletic player, or one of their most athletic players, DeAndre Hunter, didn't even play. He was hurt. You know what I mean? And he would have helped against Milwaukee for real, but he didn't even play. And the reason why that's a good matchup for them against us, we don't have any offensive perimeter players. Like, Danny Green's catch and shoot. Definitely, Seth Curry, he can put the ball in for a little bit, but he's not a bucket getter off the dribble. He catch and shoot. You know what I mean? And Embiid is a post player. Tobias Harris is a mid-post player.
That's
so
true.
We couldn't really expose the fact
I thought about that.
Perimeter defenders. And this is a bad matchup. Yeah. And I feel like Doc Rivers just, man, if we lose, we lose. This on them. I feel like that was his mindset. He don't make no adjustments mid-game. He'll let Atlanta go on a 10-0 run and don't call timeout. Like, yeah. So those are other reasons. But the number one reason is Ben Simmons.
Yeah, because back-to-back games, y'all blew, I think I blew like an 18-point lead and like a 20-some point lead back-to-back, right?
Back-to-back. The first game, we was down 20. And I think that was most because Danny Green was checking Trey Young. He was going off on Danny Green. But they put Ben Simmons on him in the second half, slowed him all the way down. We came all the way back, and we lost by 2. So I'm like, man, that first game was fluke. We about to beat them 4-1. Then Embiid got a meniscus tear, which I really don't care about because he dropped 40. So if you drop 40 with a meniscus tear, I don't want to hear about your meniscus tear. You know
That's
what
true.
I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, Ben Simmons, to answer your question.
Yeah. I saw an article where it talked about how I think like the last like 5 games, he took 7 shots in the fourth quarter. Something like that. Like total, Ben Simmons. It was something like that. The last, or was it? It's probably the whole series, but I know like the last like 4 games, he had like 0 points, 0 points, 0 points, 0 points in the fourth quarter. It was something like that.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter, he's a no-show.
Yeah.
I don't know why we just put Maxey in the game. Move Ben to the 4.
That makes sense. Yeah. All right, we're not gonna get I'm not gonna continue to talk about that, horrific scene that happened for you early in the year, man. So we're gonna move on to the next question. And we're gonna stay with Ben Simmons since you brought him up. So I wanted to ask you, should y'all trade Ben Simmons? But I guess the answer is yeah, because an article just came out today saying that he's out. And then he's not reporting the training camp, I think. So I mean, he's still under contract, so y'all can still keep him. So should y'all trade Ben Simmons or should y'all keep him? And whatever answer you have, just tell me why.
Well, I think we should trade him. Number one reason had nothing to do with his production or why he's shutting us out, don't want to answer the phone or whatnot. The number one reason is because we have Joel Embiid.
Yeah. They
both occupy the same space. And although I think they can be good together, I don't think they can ever be great together. And Simmons can maximize his abilities because Embiid is in the way. You know what I mean? Every game, you can probably look at the stat where every game Embiid doesn't play, Ben Simmons pretty much averages like a 20-point triple-double when Embiid doesn't play. Even his rookie year when Embiid was hurt. And, the last 17 games of the season, we won like 14 out of 17.
Yeah, I remember that.
Then we beat Miami. First 2 games was without Embiid. It was 1-1. Then Embiid came back, played a couple minutes, and we ended up beating them. But, without Embiid on the floor, Ben Simmons is a borderline superstar.
Different animal, yeah.
Yeah, he's a borderline superstar. And me personally, I already know when we trade him and he goes to a team that fits his style, he's going to go crazy. And everybody's going to say, Philly's stupid. Philly should have did this. When really, he would have never going to do that with us because Embiid is in the way. And I'm not trading Embiid. You can get that out the way right now. I'm not trading. Look, real quick. I wouldn't trade Embiid unless you're giving me KD and LeBron old. I know LeBron's still Brown, but he old. But KD, LeBron, Stephen Curry, and maybe James Harden. Other than that, don't give me nobody. I don't even want Giannis. I want Embiid. As long as he's healthy, I'm keeping Embiid before everybody else in the league.
That's value right there. All right, that's value right there. But since we brought up Embiid, I mean, you on track. You give me a great transition to the next question.
Yes, sir.
All right, so since we're on Embiid, I want you to rank Embiid as far as like being the best players in the league. Like, what would you rank them, and who do you have in front of him?
All right, so let me just start from the top. Kevin Durant. I don't even have to think about that. I'm thinking about number 2. LeBron. Well, hold up. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll go LeBron over Giannis.
Okay.
Giannis dominates, but, he still don't got a better complete game than LeBron does. It really can go either way. I think Kevin Durant's won, though.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the stage that LeBron is in now, I don't know. I mean, we got to wait and see what he does this year. Can he still do chase down blocks? Can he still defend the rim at a high level in key moments? Can he strap up on defense? Can he guard 1 through 5 like Giannis can? You know what I'm saying? So it really can go back and forth. But you can have KD, Giannis, and LeBron Am I counting Kawhi?
Yeah, you throw Kawhi in there.
All right, healthy Kawhi. This is tough, bro. But I think those three, after what Giannis did, you can't not have him in the top three. But like, I feel like Harden, Kawhi, and because I'm not going off resumes.
I got you.
I care what they did for the last 5-6 years. Tomorrow, right now, I feel like Harden, Kawhi, and Embiid can like either one.
They're like in the same tier.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Same tier, them three. But if I had, I'm a Philly fan. Embiid fourth. Embiid fourth. Kawhi and Harden. That's
What
why.
about Curry?
Oh, I forgot about Stephen Curry. Yeah, never mind. Stephen Curry 4.
And then the B5.
B5.
Yeah. I think that makes sense though. You know, I'm not mad at you with that. You know, and I agree with you with the Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, and Embiid. They all like in the same tier. The only difference is Kawhi and Embiid, they play both ends of the ball. You know, but Harden's offense is
Harden.
too great.
They don't facilitate like Harden do.
Yeah.
And Kawhi can't score like Harden do.
Yeah.
But the thing is though, Joe, in playoff games,
Kawhi.
when the game becomes a half court game, like I don't know, bro. Like Harden don't have a mid range game. He either always hit the basket or he's shooting a 3. And so in the playoffs, like that might have something to do with why he don't have as much playoff success as the other superstars who are on his level.
That's true. That makes sense though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point. And people don't talk about that. That's a great point because when the game, in the play on it, because James Harden, most of his points are pick and roll, pick and roll floater, or just one-on-one on top of the key. One-on-one top of the key, ball handling, snap, creating separation and hitting a 3, something like that. But as far as post, like you really need like a post game in the mid post. That's like the best offense in the playoffs when everything is slowed down. So that's a great point.
Yeah, the pick and roll, man. Like even CP3 run the pick and roll to death, but he shoot that mid range. Yeah. Because in the playoffs, that paint is packed.
Exactly.
So
unless you Steph Curry, shooting a bunch of awkward foot in threes.
Also has a mid range game, by the way.
Yeah. Who's on Steph Curry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a great point. And no, I don't think I ever heard anybody say that. That was a great point. That was a great point.
The reason why I brought it up is because remember when Harden averaged like 36? Everybody was like, is he the greatest scorer ever? And I'm like, bro, he's not a 3-level scorer. He's a 2-level scorer. They calling him a 3-level scorer because of free throws. But, I mean, it's so-called a physical game back when Jordan played, but Jordan only shot 8 free throws a game. And you saw the highlights, he getting punished. So he's supposed to shoot way more free throws. So the free throws don't really jump out at me. But he's not a 3-level scorer like Kobe and KD and them are. So that's why I brought it up.
That's a great. I don't think I've ever seen Harden back smack down the mid post and shot a fadeaway.
Not even back nobody. I never seen him pull up a mid range off a pick and roll. Or, you know what I mean? Get past the first man and the second man step up. He pull a mid range. Like he don't shoot the mid range.
That's true.
The mid range is like on a fast break or something. He don't got no numbers. He'll step back, shoot a little midi. But other than that, he don't shoot too much mid range.
That's true. That's true. All right, let's go to the next question I got for you. So the Suns, they ended the bubble on an 8-0 record, right? And they still didn't make the playoffs. So they had, a promising future, but I don't think nobody expected them to be the number 2 seed in the West, I believe. Number 2, right? Yeah, number 2 seed in the West and making it all the way to the NBA Finals while knocking out the Lakers in the first round. I don't think nobody saw that coming, So, and CP3 getting MVP votes. Nobody saw that. So, the Suns were the surprise team last year. What team you think this upcoming year will be the surprise team?
Surprise. Well, that's a good question. I mean, with all the offseason moves that were made, some of these teams, like if I say Miami, like it's not a surprise. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I got you.
I gotta think for a little. Hold on. Surprise team.
Now they might not make it to the final like the
I know. I think Indiana.
Yeah, I like that.
I think Indiana could get in the playoffs, win a playoff series, and then take one of the contenders to like a tough 6 games or something. And I think that'll be a surprise to everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that'll be a surprise. If Indiana wins a playoff series and then takes one of the contenders like Milwaukee or Brooklyn or us.
They gonna fire Doc Rivers if that's the case. Y'all lose to Indiana.
Man, we lose to Indiana, man.
They got Turner. Everybody said they have no. Well, Turner can't guard Embiid, you know. So, yeah.
Nobody in the league can guard Embiid, man.
Yeah, I like that Indiana. I like Karis LeVert. You know, I think that's a good one.
Yeah, Karis LeVert tight.
He could be a go-to player in the fourth quarter for them.
He's a bucket. I tell people all the time, and you told me, and then you probably tell people, you tell me this all the time. I be like, man, you don't know about Karis LeVert? Watch them play Boston.
Yes.
He dropped like 5. He was scoring all contested buckets.
And Boston. That was crazy. Yeah, yeah. So I like that. You know,
yeah, I think Indiana could be a surprise. Surprise.
Yeah, I think they're gonna make a run to playoffs myself. I'm with you on that one. All right. What about Chicago? I thought you were gonna say like Chicago or something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, they got more like Levine averaged 28 last year, and he coming off Olympics. DeRozan is sort of like a former franchise leader. So people probably expecting them to do good.
I got
maybe not as good as like finals or nothing, but I'm pretty sure people expecting like, you know what I mean? And they pick up Vucevic, which people keep forgetting about. Vucevic is legit top 5 center in the league. So I just feel like they got like Indiana has less big names than they do.
Yeah.
So if Indiana get up in there, and I think Dallas could surprise some people too, because if they keep Porzingis, and because you know they got a new coach, and if they can get Luka and Porzingis on the same page, you know, like if Luka and Porzingis on the same page, they might have knocked the Clippers out last year. You know what I'm saying? They get Luka and Porzingis on the same page, they can knock. You know, they can surprise some people instead of just Luka show.
Yeah.
Putting up numbers. So I think surprise too.
That was one of Porzingis' issues last year. Was that everything was revolved around Luka. Like he didn't feel like he was, a focal point in the offense at all. And then Luka and Rick Carlisle, I think were they clashing or something like that?
Yeah.
So
I think Rick Carlisle wanted to open the offense up. I think. I mean, I don't see why they would bump heads. Like Rick Carlisle's a good coach. So
yeah, and he's coaching Indiana.
Yeah. I think he wanted to open the offense up, maybe. And Luka probably wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah, but you're right. They give to on the same because Porzingis is a potential all-star for real. He could be he has potential. I mean, they called him a unicorn when he first came out. He's very diverse with his height, So, but his problem is he plays too much outside versus inside. I believe, and then but
at the same time, like this, people be like, get your butt on the block. I'm like, bro, he's 7'3", but
he's a shooter.
He don't weigh more than he probably don't weigh more than Bobby Portis. You know what I'm saying? He's 7'3" and he's skinny. So they be having people like PJ Tucker and like when people like that guard him, like if you watch this playoff series against the Clippers, every time they feeded him the ball in the mid or the post, he'd do like 1 or 2 back downs, realize he ain't going nowhere. He'd shoot right over you. Bucket. Like nobody can contest it. He's 7'3".
Yeah.
And most of the people that's checking him is like 6'7", 6'8". Because, you know, they run the small ball and stuff. So, like, and he's easy to box. You can run small ball against him. He's easy to box out. He's little. He's skinny. He's easy to box out. He's not a force in the paint. So you can really
stretch the floor out, though.
You say what? Yeah, he stretched the floor out.
And open the lane.
That's what I'm saying. You can run small ball against him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's not a force in the paint. And you can box him out because he's skinny.
Yeah, but that's true.
Shoot right over people though, and he can guard the pick and roll like a KG or something. He can guard the pick and the roll. He can rim protect.
Yeah, he could.
You just gotta get them on the same page. That's all.
I think they will though. I think this year the Mavericks are going to be better than what they were last year. They're going to make, even though they didn't make that many improvements on their offense, that with them having a new coach, like a new voice, is always good. You know how that is. You know, you play basketball and stuff. A new voice is always good.
And Luka need to put down that hookah.
That hookah. I saw that.
My man, hookah dumped it.
Yeah, I saw that. He got I saw that video. Well, picture. All right. So look, my last question for you is about this upcoming NBA season. I like to ask this question. So it's basically, what is your prediction on the most valuable player of the season this upcoming year, the 21-22 year season? And give me your NBA Finals matchup prediction. I know it's way too early. Right now, we're on last day of August. We are far away from announcing the MVP and seeing the NBA Finals. But just tell me what you think based on what you know right now.
All right. Can I give you like a top 3 for MVP?
Give me a top 3, and then you can give me afterwards who you leaning towards most.
All right. Luka, Stephen Curry,
okay,
and Joel Embiid.
I'm about to say him. Yeah, I'm about to say.
You see me? I'm trying to think about who's not on the stack team. You know what I'm saying?
He might win that. He would have won last year. He would
have won last year if he didn't get hurt. Yeah,
you got to stay healthy.
He was the best player. Like, I don't think it was by far, but I think it was clear cut that game for game, he was the best player in the league.
Yeah, and it would be in all like when they matched up with another great team, they were winning. You know, so that's another thing.
And when he didn't play, we had a terrible record. So it made
but another thing too.
I said that. See, when we play against these sorry teams, Embiid could just do his little 24 and 10. But when we play against Jokic and Gobert and Bam, Embiid need to drop 50 on them and let them know that he's the man.
Yeah, I remember it was one game last year when they were talking about Rudy Gobert being a potential defensive player of the year. Then you had Embiid, and then he didn't play. And I know you was upset. He didn't play, and then Ben Simmons played and dropped 40.
Ben Simmons dropped, and everybody be like, he dropped 40 on Rudy Gobert. I'm like, no, he dropped most of his points on everybody else. He was probably like 4 for 10 on Gobert. But just goes to show you what he does without Embiid. But speaking of Gobert, the next time we played them, Embiid murdered that man. Embiid dogged him. And then everybody was sitting here asking like, oh, he was offensive fouling. I'm like, was Shaq offensive fouling Mutombo? Because that's what it looked like. He was dogging Gobert. And on the other end of the floor, nobody could finish anything in the paint. He had the game under control on both ends. And it ain't too many, like you got some people, like Jimmy Butler's a two-way player. He's one of the premier two-way players in the league. But Jimmy Butler has never, how many times has Jimmy Butler taken over in the game on both ends? I mean, like taking over the game on both ends. Like he might play good defense on somebody for a possession or two. But I'm talking the last 7 minutes of the fourth quarter, he takes over the game on both ends. Like I've seen Kawhi do that. I've seen LeBron do that. I've seen Embiid do that. I've seen Anthony Davis do that. So there ain't too many people that could take over the game on both ends like that.
Yeah, it got to be a special talent for that. That's Jordan Ness right there. That's Jordan Ness. And Kobe.
Forget Jordan. My man Embiid is the all-time leader in points per 36 minutes. That's Embiid-esque.
I saw that. Yeah. I saw that.
Every time somebody bring up Jordan GOAT, I'm gonna be like, did you notice that though? Did you?
No, but that's a legit stat though.
It is a legit stat because if you do points per game, you'd be like,
yeah,
somebody get hurt and only play 3 minutes and get hurt, but they'll put that into points per game.
that's
If
true.
you play 36 minutes, it shows you when they played. So I think
wonder what Steph Curry's points per game looking like. You know, because they
for 36 minutes.
Yeah,
it's
for 36
like
minutes.
25, 24. It's probably down because his first couple years in the league,
that's true.
It's
that's true. But it's still legit compared to how he started, you know. So,
yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so look, I'm gonna hit you with some quick hitters. Some quick hitters. So I didn't tell you about these questions beforehand. I'm gonna just ask you. You gotta just tell me the top of the head. All right.
Got you.
All right. Unless you got the Philly jersey on, Philly fan. Who is your favorite player of all time?
Allen Iverson.
Why?
Because he's little. He put on for the little dudes. I mean, I know it was probably Isaiah before him, but I wasn't born yet. Allen Iverson. Yeah, and he was the first. Like he changed the league. Like the older I got, I'm realizing I'm like this dude. He started coming to the post game interviews with jewelry on, regular clothes, and David Stern started making people wear suits and stuff to the post game interviews. He was getting his hair braided on the bench. I remember that picture correctly. It looked like he was getting his hair braided on the bench. He used to have one side cornrowed, other side bush. Like he was the first. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the first real dudes in the league. Like, be himself, not trying to fake for the cameras to be a celebrity and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then the older I got, I liked him even more because I'm like, this dude was in 11th grade. He is recruited by every school in the country for football and basketball. Like I think Michael Vick was playing in VA at the time. Allen Iverson was the number one player in the state.
That's tight.
Allen Iverson was tight. and he's underrated. Like when people talk about the all-time great athletes, he's underrated.
Yep. He is. He don't get talked about. You're right about that.
Because he's not big and strong like Bo Jackson in it.
He do not get talked about that.
That's why they always say pound for pound. Pound for pound. Yep.
That's true. I saw a video about Allen Iverson talking about his elbow sleeve, his sleeve, whatever, and he said he had to wear it because he was hurt. And then he looked on TV, he saw R. Kelly. R. Kelly with it on. And like you said, like with half hair cornrow, half hair just out, he was doing that too, wearing headbands, all that. You know, he had seen rappers do it. So like the culture he brought to the NBA, it just went around the whole world really in our community, in the Black community. So you're right, he's a big influence to the NBA and the zone. The zone happened because of him. You know, so yeah, it's obviously for you.
And he was doing Kobe in the 01 finals. Doing Kobe, man. I be trying to tell people, I feel like Kobe and Iverson was pretty much the same kind of player. Kobe was just 6'6".
Yep, at that time, yep. Kobe said he had to work on his defense because of Iverson.
He said he had to study sharks before he played against the
That's vicious. That's crazy.
I have so much respect. You know how hard it is to lead a team to the finals and you're that small.
Yeah.
The only guy on the team who can get a bucket? That is difficult. That's why I respect Steph the way I do. That's why I like Isaiah. That's why I like AI. It's hard to lead a team to the finals. Forget winning it. It's hard. And he took one of the worst teams ever to the finals.
And he beat the Lakers one game. That's like an all-time great Lakers team.
And what I always tell people this. I say, if you think that Allen Iverson team was better, like if you think that Allen Iverson team was good, use them on 2K and take Allen Iverson out. Let me know who you score with. That's what I always tell people.
That's funny. That's a good point. All right, Allen Iverson. And all right, this next one, I'm curious to hear about this one. So if you had to make an all-time starting five for the Sixers, who would it be?
Ooh, for the Sixers? See, I don't know if I want to put AI at my one. AI the one.
Okay. Yeah, because he a great passer too.
Yeah, he just ain't had nobody to pass it to. I mean, I'm sorry to say it. You know, Aaron McKee, you my dog. But Allen Iverson, I got. Oh, dang, this is tough. But then Wilt play for us.
Dead all the time.
I got Wilt, Moses Malone, and Embiid. Like, Embiid will be third. If you want to really go by, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Moses Malone, tight.
He had one of the best years.
Moses Malone, tight.
Yeah, Dr. J.
I don't know. Embiid might have to come off the bench, bro. And you know, I love Embiid. So I'm gonna go on AI at the one. I'm going Dr. J at the 3.
And y'all had Wilt when he dropped the 100, right? Was that he was with Philly, right?
Man. In Hershey, Pennsylvania. I got Wilt at the 5. I don't know. Malone might have to come off the bench and be the better power forward.
Mm-hmm. And he could shoot a mid-range.
He could do more. So I want Wilt at the 5, Embiid at the 4, Dr. J at the 3.
We got 2 guys. Iguodala on the side.
You know, like we ain't had too many great players since I've been watching basketball.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Unless I move AI to the 2, throw Mo Cheeks at the 1. Yeah, I don't really This is terrible. I'm trying to think of the all-time team on 2K.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Do they have any great shooting guards or any other great point guards?
Hal Greer, I don't know too much about him,
mm-hmm.
but he like a 92 on 2K, so I guess he was kind of decent. You know what I mean? I don't know too much about him. He must have played like in the 70s or something.
Well, it's not cool enough. You don't know about him. I mean,
yeah, I'm going Mo Cheeks at the 1, AI at the 2, Dr. J, Embiid, and Wilt.
That's a good lineup.
Moses Malone, Charles Barkley, and Iguodala.
On the bench. Yeah, that's a good lineup, especially with Wilt and Embiid. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just know that Wilt won the ball every play though. That Wilt.
No, I forgot. That was Lakers Wilt that started passing the ball.
When you had a league he led a league in assists with the Lakers?
No, he led the league in total assists. He was like 3rd or 4th, something like that.
In average. Yeah. So, okay. All right. And my last question for you, I like to ask everybody the same question right here. Who are your top 3 players of all time, and name them in order? It could be 3 to 1 or it'd be 1 to 3.
Top 3?
Top 3.
Top 3 greatest players of all time?
All time.
I think it's kind of easy for real. Jordan, LeBron, Kareem.
Let's get it. Jordan, LeBron, and Kareem.
Yeah, awesome. I think those are the greatest. Like, I think, you know, they got the MVPs, they got the rings, and they got the dominance.
Mm-hmm.
Some people got the dominance, but don't got the rings. Some people got the dominance and the rings, but don't got the MVPs. Like, they got all 3.
That's true.
they got all 3. You know, I mean, now if you want to ask, who would you start your team with? Because, you know, some people have preferences. Mm-hmm. So it'd be different. But if you're talking about greatness, it don't get no greater than them 3 unless you're going to bring up Bill Russell.
Yeah.
It don't get no greater than them 3.
I respect that. Kareem. I definitely respect that. All right, cool. All right, Jamo, definitely appreciate you for coming through, doing this interview with me. I'm pretty sure a lot of people learned a lot about Philly today, and looking forward to y'all season upcoming. You know, hopefully you guys can get further in the playoffs than y'all did last year. And we'll see what happens with Ben Simmons, but I'm pretty sure you'll be the first to let me know when it happens. So appreciate you for coming on, man.
No problem, bro. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like and subscribe, bro, doing this thing. You know what I mean? And we refuse to lose.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you like what you heard today, please like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you dislike what you heard today, please still like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And put in the comment section what you agree or disagree about this video. I love to talk about it, so definitely send it in the comments. Also, hit the notification button so you can see the next time and you will be notified when I drop my next video. Otherwise, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next episode.
I refuse to lose. I'd rather get these weak dudes the blues and separate them from their Jews. Teach them don'ts and do's. I raise tools, make crews, make decisions confused.